Is Macadam really a way to potentially earn hundreds of dollars just by walking, or is it a waste of time? My name is Michael and I love testing different ways to make some extra money, and many of you have asked me about this app, so therefore I decided to test it. And in this Macadam review, I'll give you an inside look and show exactly what to expect. And let me just reveal right away, there's some very important details you need to consider before downloading this app. So let's start by going over who can join. And on the website you can see, if you scroll over there, you can see that it's available for both Android and iOS devices. And it is available in 27 countries. You can see this when you sign up, you can choose a country. I counted, and at the time of recording this video anyways, there were 27 countries available. But the best way to find out if it's one of your countries it's available in, if you decide to join it after watching this review, please watch all of it first so you know if it's really worth it. Then you just go to either App Store, Google Play, see if it's available. If it's available in your country, then it should show up there. But let's now take an inside look so you can see if it's really worth it. So I am now inside the Macadam app, and you can see on the dashboard here this counter of the steps, because the main way it advertises itself anyways is that you can earn just by walking. So it is a step counter, so when you join it you need to actually connect it with your Google Fit app or whatever you have on your phone there, and then it will count the steps that you are taking. And then you can see here that, for example, 2,500 steps will give me 25 coins. There are 5,000 steps will give me 50 coins. And if I scroll over, you can see all the way up here to 20,000 steps, I would get 200 coins. We will talk about the value of these coins a little bit later. But right now, as you can see, I started the morning by recording here. I haven't really walked a lot there, but I do have some coins up here. But in general, you see that what I need to do is that I need to use this one here to convert my steps. So when I have walked, I need to make sure to do this and then convert it. But you see, then you have validated 20 steps then, and then I can watch an ad to earn more and things like that, and then it just jumps around a little bit. I close it down here and I do like this, but you see it actually hasn't converted my steps. It validated it, so I'm assuming that then it will do it at midnight. It says that it resets at midnight. That's one thing you need to be aware of. It resets at midnight. So if you have not validated your steps by midnight, it will just reset and you will actually lose it. So if you've been walking even like 5,000 steps and you forgot to actually convert your steps, then you will potentially lose that. But this is very weird. I have tested quite a few of these walk to earn apps, and I have not seen something like that where you need to remember to come in and actually convert your steps. But that's just something you need to be aware of if you decide to use this. So this is the main way it advertises itself, as letting you earn. But let's look at other earning methods also that it actually does have before we go over whether you can actually get paid and how you potentially can get paid. So if you scroll down, you can see there are some other ways you can earn. You can play games, these playtime games where you can download other apps and earn by doing that. I've tested quite a few of these playtime apps. I also do have a video about the best of these. I'll leave a link in the top corner. I would say it can be a fun way to earn, but for the reasons I'll explain later, it's not something I would do through Macadam. The earnings are a little bit lower, and there's other good reasons I'm not using it. Then you can also see you can watch a video. So then you can watch an ad here. So usually, I'll just let this app play here, and then I'll just come back. And then I can earn by doing this. And then I got 10 coins added, as you could see up there. If you notice, it added 10 there by watching a video. There are a limited number of ads. I believe it's like 3 ads or something like that you can watch per day. And then you can also, after every 1,000 steps you've taken, you can also watch ads. There's surveys. Again, I would not do that inside here because it gives too low earnings for the surveys here. Plus, overall, the whole conversion system is very strange, which we will talk about next. So as mentioned, this whole thing about redeeming and the conversion ratio is a little bit strange, because now I go to this section where it says spend coins, and this is the options I have. There is where I can donate to charity, but the only option I have is closed, and it's been like this for a couple of weeks since I first downloaded the app to check. I have seen some other people I've been in contact with that actually had a cash out section, but you need to first of all earn $15, which will take a lot of patience, and also you needed to verify your bank details, share that with them to be able to get paid. A little bit strange that they, do that and that they don't have an easier way to get paid, but that's what I have seen from others. But overall, I don't have a payout option. I have not had a payout option for a couple of weeks. And if you come here and just start using it, take surveys, watch videos, have it with you all the time when you're walking to earn, and then you wait and then you go and then you find out you don't have a cash out option, it's just like, why is it even possible for me to use the app if there's no cash out option in my country? And if you have a cash out option, please share below which one it is and which country you live in. Also, if you have used it and you don't, please also share that below, because this is just very strange and a huge red flag that I can actually earn and that they don't offer any cash out option for me. And also, even if they did, from what I've been able to find out, you need to earn something like 30,000 coins to be able to take out $15. So the conversion ratio is really low, and they don't have any information about that. They have a terrible FAQ section, and something like that just needs to be very transparent for earning apps. And if it's not, then it's just not worth to use it. There's like hundreds of earning apps, so if they're not clear about the conversion ratio, what do you get for your time and how you can cash out, then you should just stay away from it, in my opinion. So to sum it all up, Macadam is a complete waste of time in my opinion, and at least that's the case in my country, because I don't have a cash out option. I have been told in some countries, some people, they have a cash out option. I don't, and you might also not have. So if you start using it, please make sure to check that first of all. But even if you do have a cash out option, it will take extreme patience to earn, because you get very low value for your time, and it's just not a good user experience overall. If you want to walk and earn at the same time, I do have a list of the best apps that offer that on my website. I'll leave a link to that below. Also, if you want to do something a little bit more active, where you can do more tasks, for example, like the surveys, all these tasks that Macadam offers, but just where you know that you can definitely get paid and where they pay more, then I also do have a list of the best get paid to sites on my website. I'll leave a link to that below so you can also check that out. And if this video helped you, please make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.